Mine seems low. Yeah.
You know, I wasn't on board long enough to see this thing get lower. I always wanted to see that get lower. We never got it done.
That was a resolution. Why? Just so we can see.
Yes. It should be lower.
Back in the days when we used to use thumbtacks. Yeah.
Thumbtacks, yeah. Looks like you're not going to see it tonight, huh?
You guys ready on the right?
Yes.
Good evening and welcome to the November 1st meeting of the Glenville Town Board. Please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance. For the invocation tonight, I just ask that you take a moment of silence and offer your own intentions. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Martin?
Here.
Councilman Ramcar?
Here.
Councilman Kirkland?
Here.
Councilman Barone? Here. Supervisor Pettsley?
Here. Believe it or not, it's November 1st already, and so we have our meeting, first meeting of the month. We do have some add-ons on the back. There are 5 add-ons. I'll just quickly go through those. Add-on 1 is a resolution calling for a public hearing on November 15th in relation to amending a local law which established the Horseman Drive mixed-use planned development district. Add-on number 2 is calling for a public hearing on November 15th to amend a zoning map of the town of Glenville regarding a property on Freeman's Bridge Road. We will hear briefly from that person tonight, the applicant tonight, on that project. Item number 3, add-on, is a resolution authorizing a change order to Trinity Construction regarding the Outlaw Sidewalk project. Add-on 4 is a resolution declaring certain vehicles and equipment as surplus, as we do annually. Add-on 5 is a resolution for the town board to nullify a resolution from 2022 that authorized bonding up to $22,720,000 for water district projects. So those are the add-ons. And with that, we'll go right into item number 4, town council reports, and I'll start on my left with Councilman Kirkland.
No report.
Excellent. Councilwoman Barone.
I also have no report.
Councilman Martin.
Nothing other than encourage people to get out and vote next Tuesday. And even more so, get out and do some research as to the candidates that are on the ballot. So we get the best people we possibly can, but I hope everybody has a chance to vote.
Thank you. And even earlier, you could vote in early voting now.
That's true. Yeah.
And Councilman Ramatar.
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. A couple of items. Leaf pickup has started this Monday, and believe it or not, leaves are on the ground. The DPW employees, Department of Public Works, are winterizing the fire hydrants, and Highway Department is getting ready for more snow, getting their equipment ready. And that's pretty much it. And also, I'd like to thank all the DPW employees, Highway Department, and everyone out there on the streets for all their hard work.
Excellent. Thank you. We'll move on to public hearing item number 5, a public hearing. There's actually 2 public hearings in a row that relate to each other. And maybe it would be good before we open the 2 public hearings to have Adam come up and just briefly give a description to the board of both. So you don't have to do it twice if you want to do that. And then we'll open the public hearing. Thank you, Adam. With Delaware Engineering.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, members of the board. My name is Adam Migelski. I'm a senior planner with Delaware Engineering. So the 2 public hearings tonight are related to an action to a project really to supply town water to about 20 parcels in the industrial park. The first resolution will extend Water District 11. I think it's extension number 51 or 52 total to these 20 parcels. This is in keeping with the town's prior practice in terms of extending the mother District 11. And then the second hearing is on a concomitant reduction in Water District 2 by those 20 parcels. So there's a modification of existing Water District 2. There's about, I think it's close, it's about 600 parcels that are going to remain in District 2. Those are almost exclusively residential parcels. There were map plan and report associated with the extension to the industrial park, which involves about 2,000 feet of new water main and valves and a meter pit to enable that the town to supply water to those 20 parcels. And that report also lays out the financing of that project as the board authorized last month. It was a total project of $1.4 million. Northern Border Regional Commission grant is going to pay for about $240,000 of it. There is a portion, I believe it's $200,000 in ARPA funding that's being allocated to it, and the rest is through debt issuance, which was authorized last week. And then the second map plan and report underlying the second public hearing just describes the modified water district. Really, the map is kind of the key, and the parcel list in that report.
200,000, right? From ARPA. Thank you. Any questions for Adam? Or we open the public hearing? Okay, thank you, Adam. Okay, so with that, we'll move on to item number 5. We'll open the public hearing related to any persons interested in the proposed improvements to extend the town's existing Water District 11, provide town supplied water to the area formerly known as water or part of Water District 2, and that's the Business Technology Park. The public hearing is now open. Anyone wish to be heard on that matter related to bringing town water to the Business and Technology Park? Going once, going twice, seeing none, that public hearing is now closed. Next public hearing is to hear anyone interested in the proposed modifications to Water District 2. Again, that's, as was mentioned, the district that will be modified to create those 20 parcels. That public hearing is now open. Anyone wish to be heard on that matter? Going once, going twice, seeing none, that is now closed. Next public hearing is a public hearing to hear all those interested in the proposed 2024 preliminary budget. Public hearing is now open. Anyone wish to be heard on that hearing regarding the proposed 2024 preliminary budget? Going once, going twice, seeing none, that is now closed. We now move to privilege of the floor. I'll open privilege of the floor. Anyone can speak on any matter. Privilege of the floor is now open. Anyone interested in speaking at privilege of the floor? Going once, going twice, seeing none. Privilege of the floor is now closed. Okay. Supervisor's comments to the board. I don't have comments to the board tonight because I anticipated we'll be talking about the budget, and we can wait until we actually adopt it now to do that. And then we'll be going over the CSEA agreement when we get to that. And so we'll just save comments for that. We'll move on to item number 10, which is a resolution authorizing the proposed improvements to extend the town's existing Water District 11 to provide town supplied water to the area formerly known, or part of, Water District 2. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I think you just said it, Mr. Supervisor. This will increase economic development in the Business Technology Park.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution is in combination with this, and it's a resolution authorizing the proposed modifications to Water District 2. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As you mentioned, Mr. Supervisor, proposed modifications to Water District 2, part of the same project.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. The next series of resolutions are going to be painful, but we'll get through them. These are approving the preliminary capital expense budget for certain districts, water and sewer. And so we'll start with 12, which is a resolution approving the preliminary capital expense budget for Water District 11 and extensions number 10 through 51 for the year of 2024. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? That's how boring this is. As you can see in the resolution, this is just approving the capital expenses and the assessment, expense budget, right, for Water Districts 11 through extensions 10
To
to
51.
51. And as you can see, the numbers there. We have the comptroller. If anyone has any questions, you can ask the comptroller questions now, but it's all right there in the resolution. Appropriations, the estimated revenues, total revenue, it's all there. Any questions for the comptroller? Comptroller have any comments? Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 13, approving the preliminary capital expense budget for sewer district number 9 and extension number 7 for 2024. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved in second, just like we just said, and the comptroller just said as well. You can read right there in the resolution, the appropriations, estimated revenue is all there. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. And we're going to say ditto for these next 4 or 5 here. Number 14, a resolution approving the preliminary capital expense budget for sewer district number 1 for the year 2024. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 15, approving the preliminary capital expense budget for sewer district number 2 for 2024. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 16, adopting the assessment roll for Water District 11 and extensions 10 through 51. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
This is the assessment roll for the water districts previously mentioned, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Kirkham? I'm sorry. Councilman Martin?
Threw me off there.
I'm sorry. I did myself up.
No, you're switching it up.
Councilman-
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 17, adopting assessment roll for sewer district number 9 and extension number 7. Do I have a motion?
I'll move
Do
it.
I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Assessment roll for sewer district 9 and extension number 7.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 18, adopting assessment roll for sewer district number 1. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Assessment roll for sewer district number 1.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 19, adopting assessment roll for sewer district number 2. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
And once again, assessment roll for sewer district number 2.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Redditor?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilman Jerome? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, 20, scheduling a public hearing for Wednesday, November 15th, to hear all those interested in the imposition of liens on parcels for property which is listed in your resolution under Schedule A regarding cutting of grass, brush, and weeds, and property maintenance administrative fees pursuant to the code, Chapter 99 of the Town of Glenville. Do I have a motion?
So
Anyone?
moved.
Anyone want to move that?
I'll move it.
Any, do I have a second?
Sorry.
I'll second.
All right, moving in second. Thought for the first time we weren't going to move a resolution in 15 years.
Caught me sleeping down here.
Yeah, I know. As you can see in Schedule A, there's quite a few properties that we had to take property maintenance issues on over this past season. And all of those folks will be assessed that amount, as you can see, corresponding with the address, onto their property tax bills.
And just for the public's information, by my count, it's 22 properties on here, and the amounts range from, of the liens would range from, I believe, like $350 to $2,100. In that.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please put the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Zerko?
Yes.
Councilman Barone? Yes. Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 21, ratifying the CSEA agreement with the highway labor contract. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
Moved and second. To start the conversation, and, you know, I invite the union officers here in the room that we had a very, I think, good negotiation with. I want to thank you folks. I want to thank Vicki and Jason and Craig and Bob, our labor council, and all those that took part. I think it was very productive. It took a little longer than we think we all wanted, but it was very productive in the end. And I think we have a good contract. This was ratified by CSEA last week. And so just, I'll give you the kind of the salient points. We talked about it last week in our last meeting in executive session, but this contract that we were able to achieve for both sides was that the compensation agreed on for the next 4 years is 2.5 in 2024, 2.5 in 2025, 3 in 2026. You guys fought hard for that one. Yeah, I was trying to sneak it in, and 3 for 2027. We've also converted longevity payments to a fixed amount rather than hourly supplements, which will save money on overtime for the town side. Health insurance remains unchanged, unfortunately, for the town. Regular ability to schedule parks for weekend work was achieved, which was important operationally for us. New labor title was created for flexibility, part-time. We clarified breaks and established departmental rules. We tightened overtime call-in process. We limited comp time accruals to the max in the calendar year of 160 hours, which will drop to 120 hours in 2025 and requires payout for all by 60 hours at the end of the year. Eliminated floated holidays in exchange for full-day closures on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Right now, those are only part-time holidays. We tightened the use of personal and sick day use. We made the FSA and dependent care accounts available to unit members, which I think is a big plus for everybody. We switched to a town store for uniform pieces rather than a clothing stipend that will be paid out. We changed step 1 grievance process regarding the commissioner of DPW rather than the highway superintendent. Comptroller and CSEA officers, anything you want to add to that I didn't point out? You worked me over really good.
I like the way you said it, because it made it sound like you guys wanted it.
See that?
Good for me.
That's how we negotiate. At the end of the day, we win everything, but we don't let you realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe that, as you said, I think we did a great job this year. Not gonna lie, I was a little nervous for the most people we've ever had in a room for negotiations. I think it's my 4th or 5th negotiation, and it was the most from both sides. When we started that way, I was like, oh, this is not gonna go well, and it actually, progressed rather well. They just had a little slower than we thought, but I think it came to a, good area.
Well, when you brought Joe in, I said, I got to bring the heavy hitters in. I got to bring everybody in. I think it's a good, fair, affordable contract. That's what we always try to achieve. Try to be fair to everybody, try to be affordable for the residents. And I think neither of us got all what we wanted, but I think we all got enough to make it a good contract. So, any other questions or comments?
I just want to thank everybody for the work you do, first and foremost. And I'm just happy to see that there was a bargaining and negotiation in good faith. And, we appreciate the spirit in which you approached it. And it sounds like a good deal for everybody, and most importantly, our residents. And again, thanks for all your work.
And I don't want to underplay the role Bob Kirkham played in this as advisor in the background. He wasn't at the table, but his counsel and experience and advice was, I think, critical. And so we want to thank you for, coming in and letting me know what's what and, what makes sense and what doesn't. And I think your experience was very helpful to the process. I want to thank you for that.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank Dan and Joe. I know how it is, and you serve the town well every day, so I appreciate it. I appreciate all the employees. I was there once and continue to do the work that you do. It means a lot to the residents, so we thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Pick up my leads on Dorothy Lane, and I don't use the program. You know that. Any other questions? Nothing else? Please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thoren? Yes. Supervisor Tustin?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, 22, approving the minutes to the regular town board meeting held on October 18th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, this is just approving the minutes as stated for October the 18th town board meeting.
Excellent. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thoren? Abstain in your absence. Supervisor Tustin?
Yes, resolution passes. We'll go over new business and come back to it. We'll go to add-on resolution 1, which is setting a public hearing on November 15th. We're going to have a lot of public hearings on the 15th regarding a proposed local law amending local law number 5 of 2022, establishing the Hortsman Drive mixed-use plan development district. And what that amendment is going to do is really clarify the sunset terms of that PDD a little bit better than they are currently in law. And so we'll have that public hearing on the November 15th. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Jeff for his work on this and making this a little bit tighter law. And yeah, I think it is fundamentally important to these more complex land use developments that we do have these sunset provisions adequately spelled out. And that's what this revision attempts to do. And I look forward to having a public hearing on this and getting this enacted.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please go to the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Did we vote on it?
Okay,
Did we vote on it?
we'll vote now.
Yes.
So we're just voting on it.
Oh, just on the public hearing.
Just
Right,
like
right,
the
we got
public
you.
hearing, yeah.
Yes.
Supervisor yes?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thoren? Yes. Supervisor Tustin?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, scheduling a public hearing, add-on number 2 for Wednesday, November 15th, regarding a proposed local law amending the town of Glenville zoning map. And this is in relation to a property on Maple, which is split zoned, I believe. And I'm going to ask Dave to come up from ADP. Not ADP. I conflated two different firms. Yeah.
ABD.
ABC, something EFG, no, okay, yeah, so ABD, to just give you an overview of the property and what we're trying to achieve here.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Dave Kimmer from ABD Engineers. I'm here on behalf of Joe and Pat Papalizio, who own this 12 or 13 acre or so parcel here that fronts on both Maple Avenue and Freeman's Bridge Road. The lighthouse is down here, Walmart is up this way. So this project was actually before you guys earlier this year. What they're looking to do is subdivide the property so that this one about 4.5 acre parcel that fronts on Maple Ave is going to be separate from the rest of it that fronts on Freeman's Bridge Road. And they're doing this so that they can develop this part of the property. But what they want to do is make this piece that's getting subdivided off all one zone. As you can see with this yellow line, this is where the line goes that separates the Freeman's Bridge Road zone from the Research Development Technology zone. As far as we can tell, it was kind of just drawn arbitrarily through the middle of the parcel. So we want to clean it up and make this entire part of the parcel, as you can see with the blue line, also part of the research development technology zone. When it was here earlier this year, the reason why we're back presenting essentially the same thing is because originally the property owners wanted to leave a small strip here so that the resulting larger parcel would still have frontage on both roads. But now they've basically decided to just simplify the design and cut the line right here.
Any questions? on
So the subdivision is, the one lot fronting on Maple is comprised by the dark blue line and the balance of the red line, correct? That's gonna be a new parcel?
The line is just going to be drawn right there.
So
Okay.
basically, the yellow line would go away there, and you just do an extension of the yellow line to the blue line, and then back to the yellow line.
So the zoning division line is gonna follow the property line?
Yes.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
We
No,
knew
it makes
Jim wouldn't be
sense.
happy
It
with that.
just, sometimes when you get these properties, they're not divided in such a way where you can actually anticipate the use of the land, and this just makes
Yeah.
the most sense in terms of.
Well, it's always been a
Yeah.
parcel with a funny configuration, how it's narrowed down there near the railway that it seems to make sense to subdivide it.
Right.
And make land use, because let's be honest, like, we want to make the best use of land possible, not have vacant properties or unusable properties. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments?
Thank you for clarifying that.
No problem.
Thank you, Dave, from ABD. You put the D in ABD? No.
No.
All right.
No, he's a little older than me.
Ah, all right.
Kimmer, Kimmer.
That was Mike Davis was the dude,
Yep, that's right. He's happily retired now.
living in Sprakers.
Yeah.
Jeff knows.
He
I know
comes
Mike.
by every once in a while.
I know Mike.
Any other questions or comments?
And then we're just setting the public hearing.
Yes, correct. Thank you, Dave. Did we need this? We did not. All right, so we just heard from Dave. We need a motion to move add-on number 2.
I'll move it.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland.
Yes.
Councilwoman Jerome.
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley.
Yes, resolution passes. It's been brought to my attention that we need to go back and take up add-on resolution number 1 because we didn't actually move or second it. So we're going to move and second it, and then we'll have the vote again. Don't need a discussion. It's still the same add-on resolution. We just didn't move it.
Put it on
or
the
second.
floor.
That's right. So I'll take a motion,
I will move that.
take a second.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. We had a discussion, but any discussion? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland.
Yes.
Councilwoman Jerome.
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley.
Yes, resolution passes, and that's what you're trying to tell us, right?
That's what I
Yeah, thank you.
didn't come out correctly.
Thanks for catching it. Next resolution, add-on 3, authorizing a change to an order with Trinity Construction for the Outlaw Sidewalk Project in the amount of $30,163. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. This is a change order to the project. My understanding is that they did not originally have the cost of the crosswalks, the beacons, and this will add that into the project, which is necessary because the sidewalk does run on 2 sides of the road and there are crosswalks connecting them. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please. Take the vote.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland.
Yes.
Councilwoman Jerome.
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley.
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution 4, declaring certain vehicles and equipment as surplus. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. The town regularly replaces outdated equipment that has no further use or no future value, and it's giving the ability of the town controller to get rid of those pieces of equipment in the most cost-effective manner.
And as you can see in your resolution, there's a list of that equipment. So if anyone's interested in the Ford F-350 or anything, let us know before we sell it.
With 650,000 miles on it.
2005,
Oh, there's a 2014. I think, yeah.
I moved to this town in 2005. That was 18 years ago. God. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please put the vote.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland.
Yes.
Councilwoman
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, number 5, add-on is authorizing the town board to nullify Resolution 165 of 2022, which authorized the issuance of $22,720,000 in bonds for water district projects. This will nullify that approval. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. As you all remember, back in, I think it was August of 2022, we moved a bond authorization for a comprehensive water project that was estimated at $22 million, $22,720,000 of debt that would be needed. We have now going forward with the project we just talked about tonight is really all we're focused on now. So this would nullify that opportunity to bond for that amount because we're not going forward with that entire project. We decided to stage that over the next 5 years. So again,
I'm happy to nullify 22 million.
yeah, I figured you would be. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Ramsar?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes.
Councilman Barone?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. We're on to new business. I'll start with, on my left, with Councilman Kirkland.
No new business.
Councilwoman Barone.
Yes, I just want to make a comment. We didn't embellish too much on the budget because that didn't really come up too much. But I just wanted to talk about how proud I am of the budget this year, how responsible I feel we've been with the taxpayers' money, and how much I feel we've been able to provide services to our residents, but also keep things very, very lean and not provide any kind of aggressive increment to our taxpayers. So I just wanted to say how proud I was of that, and that's all.
Excellent, thank you. Councilman Martin.
Nothing.
Councilman Ramsey.
Nothing new.
A couple of items I just want to mention. Number one, before we meet again, we will have celebrated Veterans Day. I want to take a moment to thank all our veterans and just acknowledge, and I know Sid is a veteran here on the board, proud to serve with you, Sid, but just want to acknowledge that. There are events going on around the town, which we'll get into. We'll email those out so people know where to go. It is November, so I start my traditional no shave November. If anyone's interested in joining, I just didn't decide
I'm
not
in on
to
that.
shave today.
Chris will have a beard by Friday.
So that's just an FYI. It's no shave November, but obviously calling out awareness of cancer awareness. NFL calls it crucial check. Everybody has their own thing, but everyone just be mindful of all sorts of cancers that are out there and do what you need to do to make sure you're getting screened and catching what you can early because that's the key to survivability. And then lastly, on November 25th, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving at 6 o'clock, we will have our annual tree lighting down here at the town tree. I know Julie and Cassidy are working on it. We're bringing in a new partner this year. We're excited about it. First National Bank is they're celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. And so they want to be part of it. They're going to open up the branch and we're planning on some things with them and the tree lighting. So stay tuned, but if you can put that on your calendar, November 25th at 6 o'clock. Word is that Santa has already scheduled to be here, so that's very good. And that should be a nice evening as it always is. That's all I have for new business. So I would take a motion to adjourn.
I'll move it.
Have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.
Way faster than.
Peckhams.